What's up with the weird Jesus babies anyways? Were medieval artists just that bad? Hi, my name is David Chatfield. I'm an artist and educator, and I'd rather be painting right now. But I've been sick and building a figure model stage for naked people, so I hope you can forgive the 1 month delay. Must be why I haven't gone viral yet. Anywho, welcome to part one of my new series, Sweet Jesus. So why does Jesus look like your balding Uncle Larry who's suddenly really into CrossFit? He was originally depicted like a Roman god, like Apollo. Roman Christians understandably drew from recognizable symbols to sell their particular sect. In late antiquity, he was shown as a plebeian shepherd boy, carrying one of his flock, something both Christians and Romans would recognize. This helped to relate him to their target audience, ordinary people. So clearly artists could create realistic images, they just depicted Jesus in a way that reflected their understanding of who and what they thought he was. When the empire moved east and Christianity became the state religion, depictions of him necessarily changed. This is due to both the influence of their new neighbors, but more likely an ever-evolving, fracturing, and increasingly complicated theology as it spread across the Mediterranean. You see, Jesus is this odd entity, being both perfectly divine and completely human. Kind of like a demigod, but not really, as Christians are monotheistic and were trying to forge their own identity at the time. The question became, how could God, a perfect being, also be an imperfect human? And in this case, a dumb little baby. And let's be honest, babies are dumb. I had one, and let me tell you, he couldn't eat or poop on his own, let alone raise the dead or turn water into wine. Can you imagine a 2-year-old with the powers of God? I'd be killed and brought back several times over by now. So, how do you solve this incongruity? Well, after much debate in a place called Nicaea, it was decided Jesus was eternally divine, consubstantial with God, not created, but born fully formed, completely wizened, and balding for some reason. Thus, the homunculi. No, not that one. This one. Meaning little person in Latin, it refers to a small, baby-sized man. Jesus was a baby, but one that came out with adult proportions, just itty-bitty. Obviously for Mary's sake. Odd to our eyes, but theologically consistent. Here, Jesus' divinity took priority over his humanness, and abstraction tends to be used to express the unknown or unseeable. Other abstract elements abound. Mary and Jesus are surrounded by gold, showing that they're in heaven, which is an Eastern influence, but also shows the patron's wealth. Figures are flattened, stretched, and simplified, showing the viewers that these beings are not human, but something more, something other. And once a style takes hold, it spreads to the point where all figures are depicted in this way. So next time you're in a museum looking at a miniature version of your weird Uncle Josh, you can impress your friends with this fact. And since I couldn't fit in any parallel to politics, I'll just say Donald Trump is himself a giant toddler-sized temper tantrum of a human, though all dumb and no divine. For more art and art history content with a sprinkle of politics, follow along for more.